All you need to succeed in life is desire and determination. There are thousands of books that will say all you need in life to succeed is desire and determination. And I'm here to tell you that's just not true. It's just not true. I know a lot of people who have desire and determination and have not succeeded in life because it's partially true. Of course you need desire. Of course you need determination. But you need more than that. You need the tools and you need the skills to succeed in life. For instance, a farmer can pray all he wants for a giant corn crop, but if he plants the wrong seed, if he uses the wrong fertilizer, if he doesn't give it the proper amount of water, if he doesn't use the right harvester, it's not going to be a big crop no matter how hard he prays and how sincere he is. And if I'm growing a crop of wheat and I use a tomato harvester, it won't work. And if I'm growing grapes and I use a corn harvester, it won't work. You've got to have the right tools in life to succeed, and you got to have the right skills in life to succeed. It's Ecclesiastes 10:10 from the Bible. It's one of my life verses, and it says this: if the axe is dull and its edge is unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill will bring success. What that verse is saying is work smarter, not harder. I know a lot of people in life who work harder than me, but it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. And it says if you sharpen your axe, then it won't take as much effort for you to succeed in life. You'll have the right skills. Now, one of the skills is learning how to deal with the negative people in your life, the naysayers that want to keep you from succeeding. A naysayer is a person who says something won't work or isn't possible, a cynic who habitually expresses pessimistic views. Anything great that's ever been done has always had naysayers. Now, let me just start by saying this. The naysayers in your life, they're not bad people. They're not bad people. In fact, there are naysayers in your life who love you. And there are naysayers in your life who actually want what's best for you. They're just mistaken. And the reason why they're mistaken, and they say it can't be done and you can't do it and all this, is because they don't know what God has said to you. God gave you a dream. I've always wanted to do this. God gave you a vision. God gave you a mission. God gave you a purpose. And he didn't give that dream to somebody else, so somebody else isn't going to understand that dream like you do. So they're going to tend to be negative about it. These are not bad people. They just don't see the perspective that you see. So how do you face opposition and negativity? This is one of the first skills you have to learn as a leader, how to not let negativity get you down. You have to learn this if you're going to be a leader in life. So how do you learn that? Well, fortunately, we got a story in the Bible that tells us and teaches us this skill. It's the story of David and Goliath. You know this story of this little shepherd boy, young boy, who was out tending sheep, and Israel is fighting its big enemy, the Philistines. And the Philistines had a guy who was literally a giant. He was like 8 or 9 feet tall. He was just a big man. And he was scaring everybody to death, and he was taunting the enemies, and David says, I'll take him on. But long before that happened, David had to face 4 other giants, and that's what I want us to look at today. Not David and Goliath, but what gave him the courage to take on Goliath, because the 4 giants he faced before Goliath were all naysayers. They were people who didn't believe in his ability, didn't believe in his competence, didn't believe that God was working in his life, and he had to struggle with those before he could go face Goliath. The first negative or naysayer that David had to face was actually his own dad, and so write this down. His dad held him back. That's the first naysayer, and oftentimes a parent will be somebody who holds you back and keeps you from becoming all God wants you to be. In verses 12 to 15, all these verses are in 1 Samuel 17. It says this. Now, David was the youngest of Jesse's 8 sons, and his 3 older brothers enlisted in Saul's army. Saul was the king of Israel at the time. But David was held back to care for the sheep in Bethlehem. Have you ever been held back by anyone? Of course you have. Of course you have. This is the first barrier to your dream. When somebody holds you back, it's a delay.